A full-scale investigation is underway into how a 5-year-old boy fell from a moving train in Queensland's far north. He's okay, but he's being treated in Cairns-based hospital for cuts and bruises. Let's go now to ABC reporter Brad Ryan in Cairns. Brad, the boy was found wandering along the tracks between Babinda and Gordonvale. How did he get there?
Well, Nicole, that's the first question this investigation will be looking to answer, but we understand he simply fell out of an open door as the train was moving. He was travelling on the state-owned Sunlander service, which runs up and down the east coast of Queensland between Brisbane and Cairns, and we understand he was travelling with his mother and a few other children when his mother suddenly noticed that he was no longer on board the train. That was about 7 o'clock last night. Now, there's obviously been a search of the train to try and find him, but when it's become clear he's no longer on board, they've called in police to search the area, but it's been a couple of hours before he's actually been located. A passing motorist actually found him wandering near the tracks beside the Bruce Highway. Remarkably, he had no serious injuries. He was, of course, taken to hospital anyway. He's got some cuts and bruises, but somehow he's managed to survive this to tell the story. We went down to the Cairns train station this morning to speak to some of the passengers as the train was boarding to return to Brisbane today, and some of them said, you know, while it's a shocking story, they weren't surprised to hear it because there are some issues or some concerns about some issues with safety on that particular service.
We weren't really surprised because we came up here on Monday and the door's all open, there's no locks on the carriage doors, so it's not the greatest.
Why weren't the parents with him? A 5-year-old should not be wandering around the train on his own for any reason.
So, Brad, has the child's mother had anything to say?
No, the family hasn't made any comment. We understand that they've spent the morning with the boy at the Cairns-based hospital. A couple of senior Queensland rail officials have flown up this morning to speak to them as well, and they've said they'll offer whatever assistance that they can to the family, but they'll obviously also be speaking to the family to try to find out exactly how this took place. But the boy is in a stable condition. He's said to be doing quite well, and as I said, only just a couple of cuts and bruises and no serious injuries to speak of.
And what about Queensland Rail? Has there been any more information from them?
Well, the couple of officials that have arrived this morning are yet to talk to the media as well, but the State Transport Minister, Anastasia Palaszczuk, has said that she wants no stone left unturned in this investigation. She's described the boy as a Christmas miracle because obviously it could have been a much sadder story, but nevertheless she says it's a very worrying incident, so she'll be looking closely at what the investigation finds, and Queensland Rail, once they conduct their investigation, will forward the findings onto the state's rail safety regulator, and they'll obviously be taking a look to see if there's something that can be done to prevent anything like this happening again.
Brad Ryan in Cairns, thank you.